Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I seen that BizarreBub came out with a new video, a scary compilation video, volume 111, and I love those videos, as you can tell. So, figured we should check it out together. Yeah, so y'all make sure to go to BizarreBub and subscribe to the channel if you like these kind of videos. Maybe sometimes you want to watch them without my commentary, and that's fine too. So yeah, make sure to go support them. Yeah, so let's go ahead, and we'll go ahead and get into the video. Let's go ahead and get into this.
In the following video, two sisters are alone at home, hiding inside a room when their house alarm starts to go off.
I'm recording up.
As it seems, someone had entered their home. Their security camera shows the front door open, suggesting that someone did in fact break inside. But what's strange about this is that when they replay the moment the door opens, no one is seen. It just seemingly opens up all on its own. Now, at this moment, the two sisters didn't see how the door opened up.
Hang on. Watch the smoke. Like, right up in this area, watch the smoke.
Play the moment the door opens, no one is seen. It just seemingly opens up all on its own. Now, at this moment, the two sisters didn't see how the door opened up. They just saw that the door was wide open.
Like it's wind.
And it doesn't help that they just heard a police siren outside their house. But as if the situation couldn't escalate anymore, this happens.
Clear. Did you see that? Watch. Watch about right here. Oh my god. That's freak. I would that would freak me out. Why does the camera keep doing that? So my cameras don't move like that. It made me dizzy. Wait, what? I'm afraid something's supposed to pop out and scare me. That alone's freaky. Clear. That camera's working a lot. Ooh, that's making me dizzy.
As it seems, another presence had been inside the home, though not the kind they were expecting.
God, that
Both
gives me the
sisters initially
chills.
thought a person had broken in, but upon watching the footage and seeing the small, shadowy figure dashing past the camera, they knew that this was something else. Whatever this was doesn't appear to have any discernible features, and it doesn't help that it moves exceedingly fast before disappearing out of nowhere.
The fact that it just moves so quickly, but then like the motion capture camera didn't see that shape, and like when it was
Even the camera seems to have trouble identifying the figure. There's moments when it passes by and no visual tracker appears around it, but then strangely, at times, the green box appears in a dark room as though something was being detected. Never before has the camera done this until tonight when the door opened by itself.
front door opening on its own. That closed. We closed that door.
And I mean, this house is like brand new. Like it's not old or like.
Yeah.
Considering that all this activity was preceded by the door opening, they believe something paranormal had forced its way in, which makes you wonder about the video from early on.
And the smoke thing that I was talking about earlier, now that I just seen it again, you know, it's one of those humidifier things. It could have just went off when the door opened, and it's just a coincidence, you know. But that little boy or figure of a little boy that ran past, that was freaky. That was freaky.
Could it be that something supernatural had opened the bedroom door at the beginning of this video? Or was it simply due to something else? After watching the footage, it's hard to say what exactly occurred. Just what exactly was the camera picking up that night? As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
I mean, there's no denying that something was there.
On a Wednesday night, a team of paramedics arrive at a house to assist a man with severe schizophrenia. According to the man, he couldn't leave his room because someone was standing at his door.
They're not gonna let me go past it. They're not gonna let me go past it. Somebody's there.
We're right here,
I'm
right?
telling you, somebody's at the door and they're not gonna let me go past it.
They wearing? What are they wearing?
They're wearing blue. It's,
Good,
someone's
good.
there and they're not gonna let me go
Good.
past it. Someone's at the door.
Hello, there's your sign.
I need you to sit up, okay? Can you do that?
Listen, it's no need to apologize. Whatever makes you comfortable, okay?
Thank
We're
you.
here for you.
Okay?
Right? Is that okay? That it?
Okay. The paramedics think he's having a schizophrenia outburst. They think it's one of his, you know, that he normally goes through. I get it.
Is that it? Are you okay?
While claiming to see someone standing at his door, a clock falls without warning. Now, the
Where was
possibility
that
of this being a
clock?
coincidence isn't entirely ruled out, but when you consider the fact that the clock was securely mounted on the wall, well, things get very strange. Now, aside from the clock falling, there's something else in this video that was recorded, and it has to do with this doorway. 23-year-old Cass, the man undergoing psychosis, is a diagnosed schizophrenic who in a short video says this.
Schizophrenia, you probably not crazy. We're not crazy. People that have schizophrenia are normal people. My most common hallucination is seeing a shadow figure in doorways, like in any doorway. So think of any doorway in your house. My therapist and I do something called visualization dismissal. So I open and close the door repeatedly, and that kind of like scrubs away the shadow figure.
Although he wasn't seeing a shadow figure this time, he was seeing a man. And this man just so happens to be the same thing that his girlfriend saw 2 years ago in their old home. Keep in mind that Cass's girlfriend doesn't have schizophrenia or any condition that causes her to see things that aren't there.
Funny story. Let me do this real quick. Funny story. So one night, my husband and I lived in this apartment complex with the kids. The kids were small, and I was laying in bed. It was late, and I don't remember what was going on. But anyways, I went to bed, and I got woken up out of a dead sleep with this. It was like a voice that was screaming at me to get out, and I didn't see anything. I just heard it. Get out. Well, my husband didn't believe me at first. He thought it was crazy. And then he went into the room and he turned the lights off and lay down like I did. And then he heard it, get out. And he jumped up and he runs out and he goes, oh, just sleep on the couch until I go to bed tonight. So, yeah, that was crazy. I mean, there's a lot more to that story, but I've had some creepy things happen, and this kind of reminded me of that. Let's get back into it.
Her description of what she saw was eerily similar to Cass's depiction of the man. Now, because of this angle, we can't see what it is that she saw, but thankfully, there's another camera in this house that might have recorded evidence of the so-called man. Over on Cass's channel, you'll find many videos where he documents his schizophrenic episodes. Thanks to his GoPro, he can easily record moments of extreme psychosis by simply pressing a button.
What I do is, if the hallucination's like really strong and I am not even like making sense out of reality, I use this. And
That
basically
helps.
I point it
Yeah.
at the door frame or whatever I'm seeing, and look at the screen. And if what I'm seeing in the door frame isn't on the GoPro screen, it's not real. Helps me calm down.
I can see that.
I'm doing really bad right now.
However, there's one video on his channel that's completely different from the rest. While talking to an hallucination, he captures this.
You always say the same thing. No.
Is he on the phone?
Quit it.
I mean, I would think it's what he's recording with. I don't. No, he's recording with the GoPro.
Stop bringing that up.
I think he's on the phone, right?
Stop saying that. You always wait till now to say that. Go. Alexa, light on.
There ain't nothing there. He's like knocking him out. He's gonna do his. Okay, yeah. I was thinking, is he gonna do his thing to see if it was just in his mind, even though it was on the camera? Wait. Real quick. Before we get into whatever's about to happen. Okay. Damo, if you were watching this, which I'm going to take this piece and I am going to tag you in it. This is a brother, and he is walking toward what's going on, so it's not all white people. I'm just saying. That's crazy. Now he's walking
Cass
back.
couldn't tell if what he was seeing was real, so naturally, he walks over to the other curtains to do his usual technique and tries to get rid of this so-called delusion. Apparently, he wasn't just seeing the curtain moving, but a figure standing behind it. In a panic frenzy, he opens and closes the drape as an attempt to scrub away the figure, but while doing so, the curtain moves again. This was strange considering that he was no longer seeing someone behind it, yet somehow, despite doing his usual technique, something was still happening. But as if that wasn't creepy enough, the whole drape begins to lift upwards. It appears to go up entirely before dropping to the ground. If seeing things in doorways didn't already freak him out, then surely this has. Now to this day, watching this video freaks him out. Seeing this scares him, because what he thought was just an hallucination was actually real. This, as a result, makes it harder for him to trust his own perception. It's for this reason that he rarely talks about this incident, but after recording what recently happened, he couldn't help but think of this. So then, might there be some connection between this occurrence and the one from many years ago? Cass believes so. But of course, like all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. For now, this one remains a mystery. Now this next video was submitted to me by Sam J, who's part of the yearbook team at her high school. One afternoon, while a group of senior students were rehearsing for a graduate ceremony that took place last spring, a camera inside the auditorium recorded something that left all students, including staff, terrified.
What you guys can do first is you're gonna take the diploma from me.
It was during a speech rehearsal by the school principal that this was caught. Take a look.
That's okay, we don't want any broken ankles tonight for graduation. So then we're gonna talk about individual accomplishments a little bit, and we'll move you off to the side before other stuff starts.
He's like, okay. It's just another day. Why did it get dark when that guy walked?
Air pressure, or was that
Just-
friendly ghost,
wait.
Mr. Big?
It got like dark. Look, I'll take it back and show you. Like, watch
What?
when he gets closer. See, it got dark.
Just changing air pressure, or was
And then
that
it went
friendly
back to
ghost,
light.
Mr.
That's
Big?
weird.
Thank you, sir. And then, let's see, then we'll talk about STEM.
The principal carries on, paying little attention to what just happened. As he claims, this could have been due to wind pressure. But despite thinking this, it would be what happens next that completely changes his mind. While instructing students on how to move on stage, this is captured.
The programs and how we're trying to grow those, and also maybe a little bit about growing the sports programs as well. And then we'll talk about your individual achievements, how you guys can take leadership. Everybody should give us their site. We must have an open door
See, as
somewhere
soon
else.
as he gets up to it, it does a.
Billy.
It's like
Blowing that open.
it's dark.
Anyway, so let's get started in just the way that we're gonna go. So we'll go John Anderson, do the thing, walk over, and then Cal Connors, thing, over, then yeah. Nope, that's the right order. So Michael Thompson, over. That great. And we've got Emily Rodriguez. Same thing. And
Dude, I was paying attention over here, so I missed it. They're gonna show it again.
It flew away.
It's at this point that the notion of this being just the wind stops making sense. A cap on one of the students flies off their head.
That's
Almost as if someone
crazy.
knocked it off, the hat zips across in a swift and sudden motion
Something
before landing
took it
close
off
to the
and
exit.
threw it.
The same exit where no one was seen opening the door. Even the principal, who initially thought it was nothing, couldn't make sense of this. According to Sam J., the yearbook member who sent me this clip, he was just as baffled as everyone else. Now, after this happened, they proceeded to finish up the rehearsal before leaving an hour later. The next day, Sam takes a video of the exit door and shows that they're not automatic. If they were, then this definitely would have explained the doors opening, but given that they're not, and considering the cap incident, perhaps what occurred here was caused by something unexplainable. If true, then students might not be as sad to leave the school on graduation day, given that it might be haunted. Now that's creepy. On December 27 of 2025, a strange video was posted by a veterinary hospital in Madison, Alabama, where apparently something happened that caused all employees to stop in their tracks. What occurred during this moment has left everyone spooked. Now, this video recording was kept private for 4 years until just a few weeks ago. It was only after receiving many comments asking for this footage that Renee Holt, the owner of this clinic, decided to share it, as she believes her clinic is haunted. From dog kennels that often open on their own in the middle of the night, to office equipment being thrown around with no apparent cause, Renee and her staff have no explanation for these odd occurrences. However, there is one theory that occasionally comes up at work, and it's the belief that all this activity might be due to the dogs who passed away at this clinic. Whether being put down for medical reasons or naturally passing away, they were last alive at this location. But despite their absence, it seems that they're still here, just not physically. One night, while caring for a critically ill cat, this happens.
That's weird.
A dog is heard crying somewhere in this clinic, but that's odd because there shouldn't be a dog here at this time. The only other dog inside this clinic is the one in this office. However, they don't howl or make any noise throughout the footage.
Where's that coming from? Is there something's coming from? Yeah. Okay, so you still want to do banana bags, 15 mils an hour, head starch, 4 mils an hour. Over this way. Alright. Medication, veterinizol, 15 mil BID, 19. No. Yeah. Alright, who's going to help me? It's coming from a buddy. What is that? What, phantom dollars? Why are you living in the front porch? You actually didn't dump one or throw one in the bin at 5 or something. I didn't hear anything. You're not hearing that. Rita has heard it. I didn't hear it, no. I heard it, right? I heard it. It was in that room or something. Like, it's like, it was like, when you're bored. We're gonna play that back. I didn't even hear anything.
The whole staff searches all around for this dog, but after checking extensively, both inside and outside, they find nothing. The dog was nowhere to be found. Yet still, the cries continue as if desperately wanting to be found. But unfortunately, that never happens. With no sight or any trace of this canine, the staff can't help but wonder if what they heard had been a dog they once cared for. Could it be that what they heard was something from the other side? It isn't certain if that's the case. But it's been 4 years since this happened, and despite capturing other strange things on camera, this one remains unforgettable to the clinic. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. On the night of December 21st, 2025, car enthusiast Tad Gavin was driving down an empty access road in a business park that had closed for the night. He was looking for a spot somewhere in this vast, empty office park for the purpose of taking videos of his car and posting them on his page. No one is ever around this area past operating hours, which can seem a bit creepy, but here, he can rev his engine as loud as he wants without being berated by a neighbor.
Standing over you.
Gotcha.
Neighbors would often approach Gavin just to scold him, but even after driving elsewhere to avoid problems, he continues to be approached, just not by a neighbor, but by something else.
What the freak? What the freak was that? Oh my God!
According to Gavin, he was driving inside a business park located in St. Petersburg, Florida, which is close to where he lives, when he caught sight of a tall figure heading towards his vehicle. The following is his footage for both his dash cam and interior cam. Take a look.
Yeah, I don't see I don't see nothing.
What the freak? What the freak was that?
No, I
Oh
don't
my
see
God!
nothing. Y'all see
What the
something? I don't
freak
see
was
nothing.
that?
Okay, but I didn't
What
see
the
nothing.
freak? What the freak was that? Oh my God! What the?
Now, it's not just the sudden appearance of a dark figure that's strange on its own, but the details of this incident too, most of which don't make any sense. For one, why would there be anyone out here at night dressed in all black? If their intention was to stay hidden, then sure, that would make sense. But if hiding was the goal, then why even approach the vehicle and reveal itself? What's weirder is that they didn't seem to run towards the car or try to grab the door handle, which throws out the idea of this being an ambush or kidnapping attempt. The figure just seemingly passes by with no reaction whatsoever to Gavin's speeding Corvette. He still doesn't know who or even what that was, but one can safely assume that coming back here to find out isn't something he plans to do anytime soon, especially at night. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Also, if you haven't already done so,
Okay, well, that last one didn't freak me out like the first one, but still really good. BizarreBub. And yeah, if you guys like this kind of content, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I try to upload as much as I can. Well, yep, that's about it. Like I'm trying. I have I've got a lot going on right now, so getting this all put together can be difficult some days, but I will have more content out as I can. But yeah, y'all hit the subscribe button, and I will see y'all later.